Guys, big news. I won my pro card in Strongman by finishing in third place at America's Strongest Man. Before I show you the highlights, I'm going to tell you and show you exactly how some of my failures and my worst competition performance ever led to this achievement. So let's dig in and check it out. This was the official Strongman Games in 2025. Now you can see me over on the right hand side here. And notice I got out to a quick start, but I dropped it. And I'm going to drop it over and over and over again. This was pretty much the story of my Worlds in 2025. I went from 9th place the year before to 24th overall. And this was a terrible performance. So going into America's Strongest Man this year, I was determined to make sure that I had a good redeeming performance. This year, Pittsburgh, at the Pittsburgh Pro Expo, we started with a max log press, something I've been working on, but did okay in this. I actually finished second to last, so not my strongest event, but I got a 250 log, but then went hot for events 2 through 6. I had 585 on deadlifts. I got 7 reps here, reminding you this is over 3 times body weight. Always been a pretty good deadlifter, so just took my time, paced it really, really well. But it was good to have a strong event right after finishing second to last. You know, these are things I was thinking about as I was going through. Trey Mitchell got last place on the first event at World's Strongest Man and finished third on the podium. So with my goal being a top 3 finish, I just knew that I had to go strong for events 2 through 6, even if I finished second to last on the log. Now for the keg, I could barely get 3 reps in training. This was a 300-pound keg load 4 reps. Now the first one went amazing. I knew right out the gate that I was going to do well here. The 2 guys before me were tied at 4th, so I needed 5th to take the lead. I did end up getting a 3rd place on this one, but I'm ecstatic because I could barely get 3 in training. So with my approach, I just focused on taking one at a time, extending up real big, real tall, and I did awesome at this. So big extension, love loading kegs. Actually, at one of my very first strongman competitions, I hit a single of 325. So to come smash 300 was really awesome for 5 reps to give me momentum going forward. But here is the big moment that I was looking for, the frame carry. Now this was 565. At OSG, we had 600, which is not that big of a difference, but I was dropping it over and over and over and over and over. So at this, we did 35 feet down and back twice. I really focused on making no mistakes. I knew there was potential that, I wasn't going to be the fastest one, but as long as I could get through without messing up, I was going to do well. Now, I didn't let it slip out of my hands, but I did let it drop one time under control. I picked it right back up and finished the course. So at this point, I knew I was in for a good day as we got to the sandstone loads and power stairs. Now this one, I almost won the event outright, but I made a little mistake. So the pins here, as you see, going up the steps, the entire plate has to be on that top step. So when I got there, I started running away. It was off by an inch or 2. I had to get up, give it a little shimmy to get onto the second pin. This was 420 pounds. Pretty sturdy, pretty heavy. So big up there. Ended up getting second on this event by fractions of a second, actually. So just goes to show you, again, margins are always very, very small at this level. And then we finished up with the max distance America Shield carry, 350 pounds, carrying at the chest. Now in training, was using a little different shield. That's all I had access to. and I got only 80 feet for my best run. Now this was advertised as 40-foot lengths, but I'm not really sure what it ended up being, but my estimations ended up with a 130-foot run. Now, there's 2 events on here that I had beaten a guy in 4th place overall by fractions of a second, and this one was just by a couple feet. So for this, I felt really, really good with my performance, and I just couldn't take any more steps there and let it all out. So I finished in 3rd place. I got my pro card after barely missing out on the podium last year, after messing up and failing at OSG 2025, and I am officially a pro strongman.